Yo, what's the deal? You know what I'm saying? It's your boy Cartier, you in Cartier world. And it's really just that simple. Today we got another reaction video. I'm gonna need y'all to like, comment, and subscribe, bro. Like, comment, subscribe. Keep running them numbers up. Y'all been doing y'all thing. I appreciate y'all. Salute to y'all. We got more hot shit on the way, more content on the way. And just you know what I'm saying? Just keep tapping in for real, for real. Yeah, like good looking on them numbers. Like that's what's up. We gotta keep running it up though. We on a mission. If y'all don't know, the MF in my name stand for Monopoly Forever. So, you know what I'm saying? It's a lifestyle and we own that. Let's get to it.
Before Biggie passed away, right?
Yep. Right around 95, 94, right? What he died in 97, right?
Hold on. What's that nigga say?
Before Biggie passed away, right?
Yep. Right around 95, 94, right? What he died in 97, right?
Shout out to Mark Curry.
Yes.
Yep, 97 on March 9th, 1997. Yeah, I was there before the demise of Biggie. Yeah, I used to, in the clubs when we used to go see Puff in the clubs in LA when he would come. I think when were out there for the Grammys, because I was an artist and they thought that I came from Los Angeles. So whenever Puff would come to Los Angeles, that's when I would have to go to the studio to kind of rap songs up most, because we didn't have email. We couldn't email songs. We had to FedEx them. So when he came into town, I would go into the studio just to make sure that when he leaves and go back to New York, he has all the CDs and everything that he needs with my music on them. So like when they came out there for the awards, I was there. I hung out with them briefly for a couple of parties we went to, but then after that, I went back to the studio. And when I went to the studio, that's when I got the news that, Biggie Smalls had got shot out there in Los Angeles.
Damn.
But I was out there the whole time. I was out.
R.I.P. Biggie, man. R.I.P. Biggie, bro. Sheesh. You know what I'm saying? Sound like Mark Curry was trying to get to work. You know, Biggie was the star. That's crazy. The different times though, they was FedEx and CDs, and now we could just email a track over. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. Different times.
Yeah, I was on Hollywood and Cahuenga. The studio was over there. That's where I used to work at her.
Up in NoHo.
Okay, now I seen you talk about in your book that you believe Biggie wanted to leave.
Yeah, Biggie. Of course, every person. Once you are in that position where you figuring out the best in you and your self-worth, and when you feel that you're worth more than what you're receiving, then the first thing that comes to you is reaching for another structure or another deal. So that's not something that I find strange or something that just happened with Biggie. It happens with a lot of artists once they see their value and then they say, hey, you know what? I'm worth more money without this middleman. I'm worth more. I can go directly to a major label and I can have a deal instead of having a middleman deal in place. Like, if it's like being signed, like Biggie was signed to Bad Boy and then Bad Boy was signed to Arista. But Biggie would have probably had a better chance at doing good business had he had been signed directly to Arista, if that makes sense.
Yeah, you get more money. You know what I'm saying? You got less people touching your bread because the parent company got to touch it. Then the label the artist signed to touch it. And then the artist. And we don't know what the splits was. So, I mean, it makes sense. Is Mark Curry trying to clean up what he said? Like, is he trying to make it an in general thing? Or is he just kind of relating it to the climate of music now? That's what's going on. These artists they ain't touching their paper first. They signed to this artist and that artist is signed to this parent company. And that's 2-3 hands the money didn't touch before it touched their hands. So I mean, it do make sense if you putting in them hours, you putting in that work, you want more dough. What y'all think? Y'all think he trying to clean it up? Y'all think he just trying to, compare it to what's going on right now? Is he trying to soften the blow?
The people who may not understand that one. Bad Boy still has a parent label. whether it be Interscope, Arista. They were never
Was
a
just
record
talking about
label.
this.
It was just an imprint under a label.
What was it that made you think Biggie wanted to leave? Did he tell you that directly?
Nah, he didn't tell me that directly, but as an artist, I can understand why, because you're on a label with an artist who's also the boss, and you're not getting the attention that you need. It's like the same way Puff wants to file for this.
Mark Curry, damn near. Hey man, is Mark Curry putting his feelings on Biggie Smalls? Cause he just said Biggie ain't tell him this directly. Is he putting how he felt with his situation with Bad Boy on Biggie Smalls? What y'all think in them comments? Start up that dialogue.
Nation for the liquor companies not putting his liquor brands out there and promoting them like they're promoting the other brands that was on the label. It's the same case, because he didn't promote me as an artist, or he might not be promoting Biggie as an artist as hard or as much as he's promoting himself. So you say, okay, I'm not getting the fair treatment that I deserve on this label, and in order for me to get that treatment I'm looking for, the only thing I'm gonna be able to do is get off of this label. So a lot of artists, I mean, the Lox wanted to be off of the label. Black Rob wanted to be off of the label. Everybody who was on the label wanted to be off the label.
Snitching
In fact, everybody who seemed to have been signed to any label, they always wanted to get off of the label, especially when they felt like the label wasn't treating them fairly.
I feel that
Now,
though.
do you know that was Biggie getting shortchanged with his money? Like, did he not get a good advance or anything like that?
I mean, when you think of advances and things like that, somebody's gonna give you an advance towards what they feel you're worth, and it's hard to give someone an advance if you don't know their worth yet. So that advance is kind of like not even worth taking.
He making valid points right now. You know what I'm saying? So how you gonna give somebody an advance and you don't even know their worth yet? So it's really like a trial period, almost. And we all know back then, them artists wasn't receiving none for real, bro. Them deals was messed up. They wasn't really getting to the chalupa like the artists nowadays. So it's, it don't add up, bro. It don't add up.
Times, because you say, hey, if you know that I'm capable of going out and making $100 million, why is my advance only $50,000? If you believe in me the way that you feel that we're going to make numbers, we're going to make 100 million, maybe give me 10 million. Maybe give me 15. So the advance that you get is not, it's like being popular, being famous, and being seen on television 1 million times, and you only have maybe $1,000 in your pocket to show for it. That kind of is like it's not balanced. It's not worth it,
You said that Biggie had to sell dope and homemade duplicates of his CDs just to earn some money?
Man, that's what when everything in the music industry, every person at that time who wanted to be into the music industry usually came from the streets. So it's almost like every drug dealer at one point in time wanted to be a rapper. And they always wanted to have...
Shit, even today that's the case. You know what I'm saying? History ain't changed too much. But now, shit, the junkies is the rappers too.
Record label. So yes, being able to sell tapes and CDs, I've done it. But being able to sell tapes and CDs out of the trunk of your car is just like selling drugs, because you would think that your CD's dope. You would, so it's just the same way that we used to, it's the street movement. Either you're gonna sell drugs or you're gonna sell music. And it was just a choice, when we were coming up, it was like the only two choices that you had. Either you're gonna try to be a musician or do music, or you're gonna sell drugs. It's either or. So, it was a lot of artists other than Biggie that came into the industry as drug dealers first, and then artists second. So, yeah, I mean, it sucks. I mean, I still had to do things that I didn't want to do, not all legal, and even I was still signed, and I just had to do it to survive. So surviving is different when it comes to being an artist, is you have to survive. So if you're not surviving...
Damn, bro, you was signed and you still had to sell the, See, the yada. I don't know, bro. That's kind of crazy. Imagine right now, you know what I'm saying? The biggest artist signed to Interscope still got to slang that yada. That's crazy, bro. Different times, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think of them comments, man. You in Cartier world. Appreciate y'all.